Hello, hey guys, welcome on in. Welcome into the craft room. Come on in and join me. My name is Susan, and welcome to the Chalk Cafe. I don't know why I was going to say the Craft Cafe. The Chalk Cafe. Welcome in. Come on in and join me. My name is Susan. I am an independent designer with Chalk Couture, and I love to come on and share project ideas with you guys. And this was a last minute choice, so I wasn't sure I could even hop in here, but hello, Teresa. Thanks for joining me, Teresa. Say hi. Let me know where you're watching from, and don't forget to hit that heart button. So, it's Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, guys. It feels like a Monday to me, but that's just because my week's been so crazy. But anyway, when you hop on, just say hey so I can know who I'm having with me, and I am going to try to pull you guys up real quick. Hang on. It takes me a minute. Hang on, guys. I am going to pull you on over here. Hey, Julianne, thanks for watching. I'm an independent designer with Chalk Couture, and today we are going to highlight Watts of Love. So on Wednesdays, I like to do a Watts of Love Wednesday, and a lot of times I'll do a Wednesday night live. So I was getting ready to go on and do it, and I thought, why don't I just go ahead and share it in the Chalk Cafe, because I can. So anyway, hi Karen. Thanks for watching. Make sure you guys say hi. Let me know where you're watching from and hit that heart button. So hang on for me, guys. I am going to pull it up over here so I can see any. I'm never quite sure whether I'm going to get to see. Okay, anyway, groups. I'm never quite sure whether I'm going to get to see comments on my phone, so I like to pull it up over here instead as well on my iPad. So that's what I've got going on over here. Woohoo! There we are. So, welcome on in. Come on in. All right, let me see if I can see comments. Woohoo! Hey, Julianne, watching from Maryland again, my fellow Maryland girl. I'm originally from Maryland, but I live in North Carolina. Hi, Trisha. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me, guys. It's so much more fun to craft with friends, don't you think, guys? It just brings me joy to be able to come on here and do that with you guys. I live in North Carolina. I'm about 15 miles outside of Raleigh, heading towards the east. Hi, Kathy. Nice to see you. And guys, it was 76 degrees here today. Crazy. Felt like spring. I started taking stuff down. I started putting away more of that winter decor because I still have winter decor out, guys. Don't judge me. I have Christmas stuff in my bonus room that hasn't been put away, and I started taking down some of the winter stuff because I'm like, okay, Valentine's Day's over. We had any chance of snow that we were going to get would have been this past weekend. That didn't happen. We just got cold rain. So now I'm ready. Let's go ahead and start thinking about spring, start thinking about March. We have trees blooming. We have daffodils already bloomed. We have buds coming up. So I'm ready. I'm ready. But don't you just wish you could just go like that and it would all be gone and put away neatly, nicely, and whatever. That's why I love Chalk Couture, is because you don't need as much decor. I just wish I had found it years and years ago, because, you know, I have a lot. And just in case you're wondering, so again, my name is Susan, in case you hopped on late. My grandson, who is 6, lives with us. We co-parent with my oldest son. He is a single dad, and he lives with us, and I always pick him up from school. So when I picked him up today, he wasn't able to go yesterday. He was sick over the weekend with strep throat, and he wasn't able to go until today, back to school till today. And he got all his Valentine treats today. So he had his little bag with all his little Valentines from his friends. He's in kindergarten. And he had some stickers. And when we stopped and we pulled up to the house, he hopped out and he stuck one on my cheek. So that's why I got a sticker on my cheek, and I'm going to keep it because it's a little love. It's a little bit of love from him. So anyway, I know you guys don't mind. So, and I'm a little extra like that, so I'm okay with it. Anyway, let's talk about Watts of Love. Have you guys ever heard of Watts of Love? Let me know in comments if you've heard of Watts of Love. A lot of you have. If you're a designer, you probably have. A lot of designers like to highlight them, and we actually partner with them. It's a nonprofit organization that is an absolute, it is just the best organization. And I had the privilege at ChalkCon this past summer to meet the founder. They just celebrated 10 years, you guys. But I got to meet Nancy, and she is just such a genuine person with such a heart to help people. And it's one of those situations where you don't just give to people to give, to give, to give. You know how some, and they're really great. There's nothing wrong with them, but there are some organizations where they just give people things, give people things, give people things. Well, this is like, instead of just giving them something, they're teaching them how to fish. You know how instead of giving them the fish, you teach them how to fish. So that's what Watts of Love does. And if you'd like to know more about it, I did include a link in the description here. You can click right on there. They are on Facebook. They're on Instagram. I'm sure they're on other platforms as well. But I just put their website address on there so you can check it out. But we partner with them. And what that means is we like to spread the love, let everybody know about them. But we also like to donate with them. And we have many designers that go and serve on what I call mission trips with them as well. Hi, Joy. Thanks for joining me. Guys, when you hop on, let me know where you're watching from. I know Julianne's from Maryland, but I'd love to know where the rest of y'all are watching from. We partner with them. And so what that means is on our website, we have ways that you can donate to that organization. There's lots of different ways. So check with the designer, whoever referred you to this group. She will be glad to help you figure out a way to do that what works best for you. But I'm just going to go over a couple with you. I'm going to tell you about a couple of the different transfers that we have. And then we're going to do a quick project. And I mean, it's going to be quick. Two paste colors. I'm going to keep it simple. 2 paste colors, 1 surface, no embellishment. Bam, we're out of here. So the way that you can help this organization, number one, is you could just spread the word. You can find them on Facebook or Instagram or whatever other platform you go on. They're on YouTube. They have a small video or movie that they created about the organization and about how they help people as well that you can watch on YouTube. It's really great. And I think it won quite a few awards. They have this book that you can read, and it's just almost like a coffee table book. I love it because it has all these fabulous pictures in here, but it tells their story. So the ways that you can donate are just a straight donation. I'm sure you could do that through their website, but you can do it through your designer's website as well. We actually have an entire tab. If you go into your designer's website and you click on category, and you will see a category that says Watts of Love. Hi, Christine. Thanks for joining me. Y'all, make sure you hit that heart button. Say hi. Tell me where you're watching from. That is one way. You can do it. You can see all the different ways with Watts of Love. One way is just a straight donation, and you can choose to do that. Another way is anytime you purchase from your designer's website, there is a button at the very last stage of your checkout. When you're on that last page, getting ready to hit submit, if you will look above your items that's showing that you're going to purchase, there's a little box up there that'll say round up for Watts of Love. If you click on that box, what it does is whatever the change amount, like the difference between what you are spending, what yours is already calculated at, and what that next dollar amount would be, that amount automatically gets donated to Watts of Love. That's the second way you can donate. The third way you can donate is by purchasing one of our multiple, which I'm actually going to pull them up right now so I can see them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 transfers right now that we are selling that we have linked to Watts of Love. And so all of those transfers run $16. They are what we call our B-size transfers. So they're 8.5 by 11. I don't know where 18 came from. 8.5 by 11. So like this size. This is the one we're working with tonight. This is one of them. Every day is an opportunity for joy. It's always some type of uplifting sentiment. And I'm going to show you some other projects because there's one right above my head. Some kind of very positive, uplifting sentiment. Okay. So that's another way you can. When you purchase one of those 4 transfers that we're offering right now, and we have one at Christmas too. That one's not on here right now, but we have one at Christmas, and I can show you that one too. $2 from every purchase of any of those transfers automatically goes to Watts of Love. So that's 3 different ways on your designer's website that you can help donate to Watts of Love if you are inclined. Otherwise, just spread the love. Share their post. Follow them on their pages. Like them. Just tell people about them. You can purchase one of these books. That also helps. Let's see. I can't remember how that works. Let me see. This book. This says all proceeds go to Watts of Love. So when you purchase this book, every bit of it is going to go to Lots of love. But it's a great book. You can just enjoy seeing the pictures. It's not a big read. It just tells you a little bit about their background. But basically, just to give you a real quick synopsis, and then we'll move on. It basically, Nancy found a need between in communities that are what I call underprivileged, but really it's almost like third world, but it's not always third world. Underprivileged communities where they may not have electricity or running water. That's something you and I take for granted, every day. I have several lights on right now. I probably should have turned on a few more because my sun's setting. I forgot. But just basic electricity. So these communities have to use batteries for flashlights or lights that would operate with a battery. And if it's like my house, I feel like we go through batteries like Grant went through Richmond. So, or they have to buy gasoline or kerosene or whatever fuel source they need to heat, not necessarily need to heat, but to heat or to light their home. So a lot of times they're living in darkness. And if you can imagine having to get up in the middle of the night because your baby's crying and you have no light whatsoever, nothing at all. They don't even have cell phone light, like what we're used to, no light. Think about how inconvenienced we feel when our electricity goes out and we have no power. Living in that kind of world, that's what they're used to, obviously, but that doesn't mean it's good. So instead of having to spend what little money they may earn, and it limits them with education, it limits them with ability to earn a living and to just to do basic care for their families. So Nancy saw that need, and she was given the gift of the idea to create a solar light so basically they're not paying for it. They're being donated through the purchases, through donations from people, through through like I said, through Chalk Couture. I know that I think last year we gave over $300,000 to their cause, in addition to our people going and actually serving to help teach how to use the lights. And we work with local individuals. So we find leaders in their community and we teach them so that they can go and then teach. So now you've created an opportunity for someone that they may not have had ever in their future for being able to earn a living themselves, or have a purpose, So that is what it's about. They teach the people in the communities how to use the light, and then how to, by saving the money they would be spending on the kerosene or on the batteries, how to take that money now and invest it into things. Number one, to take care of their family. Maybe it's to buy a chicken, maybe it's to buy a pig, maybe it's to buy a cow, depending on how they save up money, right? So, and then from there, maybe even building a business, or maybe it's just having the light. So maybe they're a creator like you and I are, and they like to make things, but they can't do it at night. And during the day, they're busy with household chores, just like you and I are, with taking care of their family, with their household chores, with just living, right? So maybe the nighttime's the only time they have once the kids go to bed. That's me. That's why I'm up until almost midnight every night. It's, once the house is quiet and I know I won't be interrupted, then I can get some things done, right? So it's just giving them another way now. They have a solar light. They can create things, make things, whatever they can do to help increase income and earn a living to support their family. And let me tell you, this not only, if that doesn't strike your heart, which I think it does for most people, it also helps the children to be able to learn and to be, to be able to be more educated than their parents maybe had the opportunity to, because they can study, they can do schoolwork at home. It just opens the doors that you and I can't even imagine, you guys. You've got to watch that little video. You need to go to their site, see all the great things they're doing. I'm telling you, and the money goes to the people in need. It doesn't go to some big corporation. It doesn't go to some big CEO who's living high on the hog, and then they're filtering what they feel is an acceptable amount to the charity. So last but not least, this one really hits me in my heart, I guess because I'm a mom of a daughter. It wouldn't matter if it was my daughter or not, but because I'm a mom, because I'm a female, a lot of times people in this community, moms in this community, are faced with the choice of, I cannot afford to feed all of these kids. I'm sure they don't have basic, what is the right word? pregnancy prevention. Birth control. There you go. Access to that, right? So maybe they have more children than, you know, they can afford, which is not hard for all of us to feel that sometimes. But maybe they have more children they can afford to feed. Guess what they have to do a lot of times? They have to sell. They have people who prey on them, who come and they will buy their daughters at 10, 11, 12 years old, you guys. Can you imagine? And they will sell them, to these people, to these men, usually older men. This isn't even sex trafficking necessarily. This is just buying them to have in their household, and they have to go and they have to become a wife at that age, and their childhood is gone. And so it's just a way out for them as well. So now maybe the moms can earn a living another way, and they can afford to keep their kids at home until the daughters are of age where they can marry somebody they want to marry, and it be appropriate. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyway, go check them out, guys. Hi, Nicole. Thanks for joining me. Say hi and let me know where you're watching from. Not trying to be a Debbie Downer, not trying to bring you down. I just want you guys, I feel passionate about it. I feel so blessed that our company partners with such a amazing organization and a reputable place that does so much good like this. I mean, it makes me proud to partner with them. And they don't just go into third world countries or impoverished nations. They also, I believe they were in Florida when they had Hurricane Ian. They go different places, guys. So just check them out. That's my spiel. That's my little kick for them. But if you had I had never heard of them before. And I like to think I keep track of, you know, different organizations and try to pick and choose who I want for to be, you know, giving any monies to that we feel led to give. And I had never heard of them until that. And I am just so happy to be able to work with them. So that's what it is. Plenty of information on their website, or check with your designer, tag your designer here. Anything I'm showing you today, make sure you tag your designer if you have questions. You are welcome to ask in comments. That's what I'm here for. But I also encourage you to reach out to your designer. She would be happy to help you. Believe me, she will be happy to help you. So that's the deal. I'm not going to show any more with that. But let's talk about the transfers, you guys, because they are some amazing transfers. So this is the one we're going to work with tonight. And this one is called, of course, Opportunity for Joy. And it is a current one. One of the other current ones we have is this one. And I have done a bunch of projects with this. This one is called Shine Bright Minis. So you know this is one of our minis where you get 12 different mini designs on one sheet and can do so many different projects. I have done so many, guys. I'm just going to show you a few, okay? I don't have them. Look, there's one. I just upcycled something, right? Here's another one. Upcycled. I know I'm going to make a mess. Here's another one. Upcycle. I'm an upcycler, you guys. Here's another one. This is using one of our little 3x3 box frames. It's a magnet. What an inspirational saying, right? That's another one. This was one of our hearts. We don't sell the hearts anymore, but this was one of our heart cutouts, right? So they're always inspirational saying. Is this one? Yes. Yes, this is one. Look, just took a basic, right? I've made a keychain. I've made a tag. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but this is just like a little beaded tassel with one of our chockable chips. I've made a keychain. Guys, there's so much that you can do. Let me get all this out of the way now and not roll it down. So much you can do with the minis. If you don't have an idea, look on this page or check with your designer. She may be able to share an idea with you. Let me just go ahead and get some of this back out of the way so we can work. But that's just one idea, or a few ideas for you guys. I don't remember where I had everything, but it's not important. This was the one we had at Christmas. Look how pretty that is, guys. Shine Bright. That was perfect for Christmas, but you know what? You can use that anytime. Making spirits bright. You can be bright anytime. Now, this is probably my very favorite one. This was using our Very Perry shimmer, but look at that. This is one of our transfers as well, and it is still currently available, and it is called Every Dream. Isn't that awesome? I did several projects with this one, you guys, but I love this one. That's one of my favorites because I feel like my dream of being a designer started with a wish. So let's see what else we got. The brand new one that we have is, it says, I hope something good happens to you today. I don't have that one yet, but I mean, how nice is that to have? You can have that anywhere, at your house, at work. Hi, Nicole. I already said hi, Nicole. I'm sorry. Hi, Donna. Hi, Mary. Thanks for joining me, guys. Say hi and let me know where you're watching from. All right, so that's the 4 that we have available right now. Check with your designer, and they can point you to that on their website, or go to your designer's website and check on the categories. There's one called Watts of Love, and you can see all the things we have for Watts of Love. Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, okay. Joy. Let's see. Joy is in Ottawa. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Thank you so much, Joy. Thanks for joining me again, Joy. By the way, the minis are great, aren't they? There are so many ideas, you guys. Christine, yes, they are fantastic. You've got to check them out. Oh, we got Donna from Ontario. Woo, we got Canada in the house, guys. I am so excited. Who's in Kansas? Who's in Kansas? Christine's in Kansas. Joy, you're in Kansas. Awesome. Awesome, ladies. Get talking to each other. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love our community, you guys. So if the comments are not coming up on my phone, I can just see who's joining, but I can see comments over here. So I hope y'all don't mind that I glance over here once in a while. Anyway, my name is Susan, in case you didn't catch that and came on late, and I'm an independent designer, and I'm in North Carolina, you guys. And this was a little gift from my grandson right after I picked him up from school. So that's why it's staying there, because it's, you take the love wherever you can get it. He's in kindergarten, and even though he didn't have the best day, he gave me that. So I'll take what I can get. Okay, so enough of that. I talked about Watts Love, talked about that. Check with your designer, look at the link for the website, check them out on Facebook or Instagram, okay? All right, that's my spiel. So, guys, I kind of came on here last minute. I wasn't planning originally to do it. I usually do a Wednesday night live on my own page, but since I was going to do this, I thought, you know what, let me just see if anybody's doing anything in the Chalk Cafe. If not, I haven't been on there since last week. Let me go on there and share a project. I didn't sign up for this week because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to come on, because my hubby had double hernia surgery yesterday. Woohoo! Happy Valentine's Day for us, right? So I wasn't sure what kind of shape he was going to be in, but he's doing great. So thank you, Lord. So I thought, why not go ahead and share on here, since I'm going to do a project anyway. So I just grabbed a surface I had on hand. Many of you may recognize this. Maybe you know where it came from. I've had it for a while, but look how cute it is. I didn't paint it. It came this way. It's got that kind of brushed gold handles, and it's perfect. So I was trying to find something that was going to be simple, since I didn't have something planned ahead of time, and I did not have the right surface that I wanted to put it on that was Chalk Couture. But you guys know we have so many surfaces at work for our 8.5 by 11, our B-size transfers, right? You guys know that. If you don't, check with your designer. She'll help you find it. Uh-oh. He didn't have a good day. This was his first day back after being sick. He came home Friday sick. So he hasn't had the best day. So he's a little grumpy. Anyway, hopefully y'all won't hear him. If you do, I'll get up and shut the door. He's downstairs. But we are going to just do this project real quick. I thought, well, wouldn't this look nice in this? You can have it sitting down, but a lot of times with this, you can have it on your tray, on your ottoman, on your coffee table, on your counter. You can have it just sitting there and put a few things on it, and somebody might come over and say, oh, what is that? What have you got there? And they're going to ask you about it, and you can say, oh, that's Watts of Love, or you can do whatever you want. But you can also put it up like this, right? And just have it as a little display. So that's what I'm thinking of it as, okay? Hey, Darlene, thanks for joining me. Let me know where you're watching from. Say hi. All right, now this is a brand new transfer. I haven't used it yet. This is not the most recent one. Remember, I told you we have a brand new one that just launched with the spring, and it said, was it spring or was it our fresh start? Not sure. But it says, I hope something good happens to you today. So I hope something good happens to you guys today. Anyway, we are going to go ahead and use this. I will let you know. Remember, these are silk screen, so that means they're reusable, and you get a great image every time. They are self-adhesive. They're supposed to be sticky like that, and they're washable. You just wash them with cool water and a board eraser. And I am actually going to fuzz it. This is a fuzzing cloth. We do have these in our shop if you want to check with your designer who referred you. I use this every single project. If you don't have it, there are workarounds, but these are very inexpensive and they come in handy. You've got the one side for fuzzing and one side for drying. So, and plus they're a cute teal color, one of my favorites. So anyway, I am going to fuzz it, but remember, these are, this is the older version, so it's not the new one made out of the new material, but you are going to get such a great image with it, and you just wash it, let it dry, put it back. You can make gifts, you can make, and like I said, they're always very uplifting statements or sentiments, so you could make gifts, you could just make signs to sell, you can just put a couple around your house, put it wherever you need encouragement. I'm a very visual person, so I actually have a lot of like positive signs all around my house. So this is going to work perfect. You can put it anywhere you need a little pick-me-up, right? All right, so what I did to, now this was already painted, this color, perfect color, that's why I grabbed it. It's teal. I love it. It was already painted and it feels kind of like it's got almost like a coating on it on this, but I went ahead and I used our surface wax. That's available in your designer shop as well. And of course our cute little applicator that comes with it, perfectly inexpensive, made of the same stuff as our fuzzing cloth. One side is like terry cloth and one's like a microfiber. I applied some surface wax on there with the one side and then just buffed it out. And the reason you do that is just to protect your transfer and make it so that it comes off a little bit better. Otherwise it might grab it and have a hard time pulling it off, and then it might stretch your transfer, and you definitely don't want to do that. Hey Teresa, thanks for joining me. So check with your designer about any of the supplies I'm using or anything I'm talking about, or asking comments. I'll be glad to answer. I'll even go back afterwards and answer if you guys are interested. And then after I finish the project, once I've gotten things cleaned up and I take a picture, I usually post it in the comments, just so you guys know, in case you want to go back and see, what was that again? What did it look like? What colors did she use? But thank you guys so much for joining me and being here. It's just so much more fun to craft with friends. I love it. Okay, so I am going to fuzz it a couple times because it's super sticky, because it's the first time I'm using it. This would even be fun on a shirt or a sweatshirt, you guys, or a bag, like a little, market bag or a library bag or a school bag, right? There's always an opportunity for joy. Sometimes we have to look, some days we have to look a little harder than others, for sure, but there's always an opportunity for joy. Now, I am going to keep this facing me while I go to put it on, just because I don't do very well lining it up upside down, because I eyeball everything. And, it's going to fit in here just about perfect, but it's, oh my gosh, if I can get a hold of it, I can't get a hold of it. Okay. It's going to fit in here just about perfect. I'll have a little bit of the sides of, or the bottom, the edges of my transfers going to the sides, but once I get it placed, I'm going to smooth it down. But like none of my words, all my words are going to be on here. Once I have it placed where I want it, I am just going to press down firmly. I'm not going to go all the way to the edges and press down. I'm just going to pay attention right here where my silk screen is, because that's where I want to make sure I have great contact with my self-adhesive transfer. Now I see a piece of fuzz in there. Okay, do you have a detail tool? If you don't, you should have one. You should have one, I'm just going to tell you. I don't know if you know, but on this end, that's what this is for. Look, you see how this is kind of wedged in here and I don't have a lot of things to grab on? That's what that's for, to go in the edge of the box frames. But I see a piece of fuzz of something. Where is it? No, I lost it. I saw a piece of fuzz when I smoothed it down, and I need to get it off, because it will, it'll make it so my chalk won't go through that little section. It's just a little piece of fuzz from my fuzzing cloth. Probably needs washing. But once I have it placed, like I said, I want to make sure I have no bumps, no bubbles, no big hunks of anything like fuzz. You guys, how was your Wednesday gone? It was a glorious day. Excuse me. I told you everything is starting to bud already and bloom. So I'm an allergy girl. I have allergies, so. But I'm not going to complain because I'd rather have the flowers and the warmth any day. All right. I am just going to press down where my silk screen is. Make sure I'm getting a really good contact. Tell me what it was like where you live today. I'm telling you, when I saw it got up to 76, I was like, I knew it was supposed to get like to 71 or 72, but 76, woo! And it was nice. Because this time of year when it gets that warm, North Carolina is typically very humid and hot. But when it gets that warm, like now, when it's not supposed to, it's not humid, so that's wonderful. All right, so there we go. I actually opened up a few windows. All right, so I've got that all placed the way I want, and I've decided that we're going to use, because this is already like a brushed gold, I'm going to use my shimmer gold, and I want to have two colors because I don't like doing, I mean, it would look wonderful in all one color, but I just like color, and I have a hard time doing everything in just one color. So I thought for fun, I would try the Peachy Keen. So it's kind of like a neutral. It's a very light, very, very light pinky peach, color. So that's what we're going to use. It doesn't show the tone quite as well, but so I think we're going to do this part right here, this and maybe the word joy in our shimmer gold, and then the rest, and maybe I'll do this and this. I'll kind of alternate just because I can. When you're creating it, you get to choose. That's the fun part, guys. You choose the colors, you choose your surface. If you need help picking a surface, check with your designer. She'll help you figure out one. Like I said, we have so many on the website. Oh, who's expecting snow tonight? Ooh, girl. See, if I was going to have snow, I wouldn't mind it. But if I'm not going to have snow, let's go ahead and just have warm. All right, let's see. God bless you. Oh, thank you, Joy. I'll take it, girl. What do you say? How are you? And did you? Oh, yes, ma'am, I did, Teresa. I thought I replied to you. I hope I did. I'm doing pretty good, Teresa. Thank you for asking me. And thank you for sharing that picture. So, Christine, you're in Kansas? Is that right? Oh, yeah. In Kansas, you're going to get snow? Oh, wow. I wonder if we're supposed to get colder weather the end of the week. You know, I feel like it's been like this since December. I mean, we had thunderstorms, regular thunderstorms with 60 degrees in December this year. It's been crazy. All right, let me go ahead and grab some squeegees. I'm just going to get two of them. I'm sure you guys are familiar with them. I'm going to use the minis. These are just easy to handle. We have multiple sizes of squeegees, many sizes, tools, squeegees. We have so many to choose from, but the minis and the small are probably my go-to for the most part. I am going to start from the bottom because I like to do that for you guys so that you can see better. And then I might pill up. Okay. So I'm going to do Joy in the shimmer gold. I have had this shimmer gold a long time, you guys. Now these are 3-ounce jars. They will last you a long time. They do have a shelf life, but I'll be honest with you, I've had that probably at least a year, if not more. Might have been a year and a half. I'll be celebrating 2 years as a designer in April. I didn't have it like right from the get-go. I know that. So it's not 2 years old, but so as you can see, I'm just applying it directly to the silk screen. Now with the shimmers, I will tell you, they have, it feels a little gritty because whatever they put in there to make it that fabulous shimmer. I love shimmers. I use shimmer on almost every project because I just love shimmer. But the shimmer you have to push a little, firmer through just because it has whatever it is that makes it shimmer, like it's a little gritty. Let's see. Oh, that does go with it. I was like, does that little dot go with Joy? Sometimes it's hard to see upside down. And as you can see, then I'm going back over it and I'm just pulling off any extra. But I'm making sure that I have all my silk screen filled in first. And then just pull off any extra. Let's see if I got enough down there because it's down near the bottom. Sometimes I get a little. So I'm just going to do that word. Set that aside. I'm going to go ahead and do that word and then I'm going to paste and peel. And this is the Peachy Keen. Now this is what we call our creamy dreamy formula. So it slides right on nice and smooth. And on the brand new transfers, it really slides smooth, you guys. So if you order anything from this year, the new releases, you're going to really see a difference. and they are really nice. They're easy to clean up. The chalk paste just glides right on there, and I actually think it uses less. So I've got that one line done. I'm gonna do my paste and peel. So I need my little tool again to try to get in here. Okay, you ready? Look at that, guys. Isn't that fabulous? And you saw how easy that was. It didn't take any work at all for me. Now, because I don't want to, what you would normally do is just lay it right back down on top. You wouldn't press it down, but you'd lay it down to get it out of the way. Now, I personally like to go ahead and dry. This is our air dryer. Again, this is available on our website, very economical. It just puts out a little bit of warm air, not hot like a blow dryer. You don't want to use a blow dryer when you're messing around with your transfers. You can use it on other projects, but not when you're close to your transfer, because you don't want to melt your transfer. And you know, blow dryers can get so hot. This would dry on its own in about 5 minutes or less anyway if I left it alone, but I'm just speeding up the process so that when I go to lay it back down, I don't do anything that I might accidentally smudge it. And this is a good idea to dry or to do the paste and peel if you've got multiple lines like this, or a larger transfer, or you're using multiple colors, just so your chalk paste doesn't dry in your silkscreen area, because if you let it sit on there for too long, then it could do that. And then you'll pull your transfer back and you'll be sad because your image didn't go through. And that would be why. But that's all I need to do. And then I just lay it back down. I'm not pressing it. But then I'll go here. This is the areas, you know, I haven't chalked yet. So I'm just going to press that back down to make sure I have it nice and sealed, because I don't want it to try to, you know, I want a good image. I don't want it to try to bleed. I'm going to check my comments again real quick, make sure I haven't missed anything. Yes, aren't the new transfers so nice, Joy? Yes, they are. Okay, so I'm going to do this line in our Peachy Keen again. What do you think of the colors so far, guys? Did you like those? I felt like I needed a lighter color to kind of pop off of this teal. What do you guys think? Do you like them? I should have let you help me choose them, I guess. The color choices are always the hardest for me because I love all the colors. And if I don't have a specific inspiration, like this dictated kind of the colors for me, but if you wanted to do it all in the gold, it would look fabulous, you guys. It would be very, like I said, I'm just a color gal, so that's why I always use more than one. I very rarely do a project in all one color. Now I did in that one behind me back there, just because I just felt like it just needed it. But for the most part, it was color at least, you know. For the most part, I used multiple, at least 2 colors. I'm trying to be careful so that I don't go into the area that I want to do the gold. Now with chalk paste, you can go left or right or up and down, doesn't matter. You can go any direction. Just make sure you get it filled. And you can tell whether or not you've got your paste in there or not. And, you know, chalk paste is just wet chalk, you guys. It starts off wet and dries hard to the touch. Did anybody do anything fun today? Tell me what y'all did. I had to kind of get my house back in order from being pretty much gone all day yesterday. We were at the hospital for probably 8 hours. And then we had to go into Raleigh to do it. So then had to get a few things before we headed back. So it was a long day. And we had to be there at 5:15. And it's about 25 to 30 minutes because it was on the far side of Raleigh. So it's about 25 or 30 minutes to get there. So I was wiped, y'all. And I'd had 4 hours of sleep the night before. Because, of course, I waited till the night before to finish up packing the Valentine's for my grandson. And then he didn't even go. All right, guys, I'm pulling this one up. And then he didn't even go because he was still not feeling well. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? So I was like a zombie. So I did the bare minimum last night, which is unusual for me. That was what I was showing you. You can just drop it right back down. So today it was get my house in order, you know, get up as normal. Get up as I normally do, and then at 6, and then just keep going. So I'm just going to dry it right quick. So that was my day, but I feel better. You know, it feels better. My house last night, it was just, felt like a cyclone had come through, tornado. No offense to you in Kansas. And then I had to take down, from behind me, I had to take all my Valentine decor down, because I always try to keep the theme, whatever theme I'm working on behind me. So I took most of that down. Yeah, so I got to get a handle on all this stuff, because, you know, all needs to get put away, all this winter and the Christmas. But I need to go through and organize everything as I'm doing it, because we're going to be moving before the next Christmas comes. So I want to kind of go through and organize and make sure it's really the way I want it, and just purge anything I don't love. There's a little girl in the neighborhood that's getting married in the fall, and so I'm like letting her have first dibs, so she has something to start with. But you know, we accumulate so much. All right, so now I'm going to lay that back down. And so that's part of why I didn't just like shove it all in Ben's tornado. Yes. Oh, you do like it? Oh, thank you, Joy. You like the peach? I think it does. I think it really pops out. The gold, it doesn't pop quite as much, but I think it's a nice complement to the handles. All right, so. This way, since I'm getting close again. Let me know whether you guys think I should do this word in gold too, or just do the whole top part, just the sun and the I guess it's the sun, just the sun and the joy in gold. How about that? Y'all let me know in comments. What do you think? Do I do any other thing in the gold, or just the sun and the joy, just to kind of highlight that? Let me know what you think. Now when I pull it back slowly, you guys, just to make sure I haven't missed anything. If I have, I just lay it right back down, and then I add it. Like right here, I can see I somehow missed that spot. So get my squeegee, and then hit that little spot. Let me see, did I get it? That's better. That's better. Can you see? All right. Let's dry that real quick. Ooh, almost lost it. Now the shimmer does take just a tiny bit longer to dry, you guys. You know, like maybe a minute or two longer than the regular chalk paste, just because it's got the shimmer in it. But isn't it fabulous? And you don't have to mess with glitter, so you don't have glitter for days. You know how glitter is. It just explodes and goes everywhere. But I love it. I love it. If you've worked with any of the Watts of Love transfers, which one is your favorite, y'all? Let me know. All right, that should be good. That should be good. Let me check comments again. Let's see. The sun, just the sun and joy. I think you might be right, Joy. Or Christina. I'm sorry, Christine. I think you might be right. I feel like I was going to do that other one, but now I'm like, oh, that might be overkill. Let's just highlight those two. So we'll just do the rest in Peachy Keen. So I'll just move quickly, and then I shouldn't have to do the drying. Now this is the time where you might want to say, oh, you know what? Especially if you're doing all in one color, or if you're doing a larger section, that's when you might want our, this is a small size, this is the mini. That's when you might want to say, oh, I want that, because then you can cover a bigger area in a shorter amount of time. But since I've already dirtied this one up, I'm just going to roll with it. And I don't think any of my... Can you all hear that dog barking? We have neighbors that have 4 big dogs. You're not supposed to. I live in a fairly big neighborhood development, which I don't like. But that was what we were able to find when we were looking. But they have one dog that just barks nonstop. I think it's got a little beagle in it or a hound, and just barks all the time. And my dog, he doesn't bark a lot. He only barks if somebody's coming to the front door, or if there's somebody out, you know, around our yard and in the fence, outside the fence, or he very rarely barks. Thank goodness. So I think he even gets annoyed at him, to be honest with you sometimes. All right, guys, I'm just going back over, pulling off any extra, making sure that I have everything covered before we do our last peel and reveal, the favorite part. And you notice I'm just putting my extra back in, my silk screen. Y'all ready? Hey, comments just came up on my phone. When you have more than you need, build a longer table, not a higher fence. Oh, yes. I never got that one. That was so nice. The same font. I do every... Oh, I already missed it. But you're right. It is the same font. That's what I was going to do. Hey. How about this? How about we compromise? I don't know what's going to happen, but let's try it. I like your idea. I like your idea, Donna. How about we've got it already, a base color. Let's throw a little bit of gold over top of it. How about it? Let's see if it picks up any. What do you think? I'm game. I'm not going to mix, you know, I'm not going to put it back in the jar when I'm done because it's got peach keen on it now, but let's just see what happens. Sorry, I didn't see your comment, Donna. All right, let's see. Are y'all ready? Oh, I don't think it really picked it up much. I don't think it picked it up much, but what do you think, guys? I'm so sorry I missed it, Donna. I would have done it. I could have done it. I could have done half and half, actually. Hey, Kat, thanks for joining me. What do you guys think? Isn't that beautiful? Now, I can't tell if it picked up any at all. I don't think it did because it was probably already, it didn't go through. So what I could do if I wanted, what I could do is, thank you guys. Thank you so much. I could wash my transfer, and once this is dried, I could lay it back over top of it, and I could even shadow it if I wanted. Have you all ever shadowed something? I could just go back over the top of that with the shimmer gold, just to pick up some shimmer gold on top of it for the every if I wanted, or I could shadow it. Yep, that's what offset. Yeah, Joy, exactly. So what I could do is I'd have to wash the transfer, dry this, and then you just kind of move it either just a tiny bit. When you lay it back on there, you don't put it exactly on the word. You shift it just a tiny bit up or down, and then you do it in that other color, and it does that. Like what Joy was saying, it offsets it, but it basically makes it kind of like a shadow of it. So maybe I'll do that. I'll wash my transfer and I'll do that just so we can see before I take the picture. But I hope you guys like this idea. This was so simple, wasn't it? But look how fabulous it looks. So now I can, like I said, I can just have this setting on an ottoman, on a counter, with nothing on it if I wanted, or I could put something on it if I wanted to, or I could have it, I could put it on an easel. I've shown you guys that before, right? Let's see. I just happen to have an easel right here because I cleaned up a little bit, so I know. I don't know if this one will work. This isn't one I would use probably, but you could put it on an easel and put it on your counter or on your entryway table or on your built-ins, right? You could even, guys, put some command strips on here and hang that bad boy on your wall. You could put a ribbon on the top and hang it. Whatever floats your boat, that's what you can do. So that was my idea for tonight. That was my highlight of Watts of Love. I hope you guys like this, and I appreciate it. It's so good. You all have no idea how great it feels to have you come on here and craft with me, and I so appreciate it. It's just so much more fun to craft with friends. But I'm glad you let me come into your world for just a little while and share this idea. And go out and check out Watts of Love. Maybe you can find one of the transfers that you love and can do your own project. And tag your designer who invited you to this group. She will be more than happy to help you put a project idea together, or to answer any questions if I don't. But feel free to ask in the group or in the comments, and I will reply. I promise, even if it's later on. And then come back and join us next time. We have different people that come on, different designers that come on and present ideas all the time, just because we want to be here to inspire you guys and just to kind of enjoy our crafting community. But it's great when we can do it as a team, and you guys helped me out so much today. I appreciate it. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. I gotta go feed all these hungry guys in my household, but I hope that you have a great rest of your Wednesday night. I hope you have a wonderful start to your Thursday, and if you're gonna get snow or if it's cold, I hope that you stay safe, you stay healthy, you stay warm, and y'all be blessed. Okay, till I see you next time. Bye, guys.